Hello and welcome to my dear students. Now, today we will start with chapter number 2 polynomials. Before starting with the topic polynomials, let's have a look at its some basic terminologies.
Some basic terminologies that are commonly used in polynomials. So very first terminology is a variable. What do you mean by a variable? The answer to this question is a variable is a symbol that we assign to any unknown value. It is represented by alphabets. Alphabet may be either small letters or capital letters. As we have one formula for finding area of a rectangle. Area of rectangle is given by length of a rectangle multiplied by its breadth. In general, we can write it as A equals to L into B, where A, L and B are variables. A stands for area, L stands for length and B stands for breadth of a rectangle. Length and breadth may vary depends upon given situation, figure or question, due to which their area may also vary. That is why they are called variables, because they do not have any specific value. Next terminology in the row is a term. What do you mean by term? Term is a basic unit of algebra. Without term, existence of algebra doesn't exist. Basically, term is a collection of variables, constants, numbers or combination of all. Few examples are listed. A is a variable, 10 is a number, 10a is a combination of number and a variable. All are terms in polynomials. Next basic terminology is an algebraic expressions. An expression is made up of one or more terms. For example, 10. We know that 10 is a term. At the same time, it represents an expression also. Next is 4 plus y. 4 plus y is a combination of two terms, 4 and y. At the same time, 4 plus y also represents an expression. So basically an expression is made up of one or more than one terms. Next is algebraic equations. Some students always gets confused between expressions and equations. Just remember that equation consists of equal to sign. So basically, when two expressions are equated with each other, I repeat, when two expressions are equated with each other, we get an algebraic equation. As shown in the example, 2b plus 10 and 12 both are expressions, and when we equate these two expressions, we get an algebraic equation in the form of 2b plus 10 equals to 12. Next basic terminology is coefficient. A coefficient is a multiplicative factor in some terms of a polynomial, series or any expression. It is usually a number, but may be any expression also. In the latter case, the variables appearing in the coefficients are often called as parameters or literal coefficients. There are two types of coefficients. First, numerical coefficient. Second, literal coefficient. For example, 2xy. 2 is the numerical coefficient and xy is the literal coefficient. On the next slide, we have definition of polynomials. Polynomials are algebraic expressions that include real numbers and variables. The power of the variables should always be the whole number. Negative values and fractional values are not allowed in the power of the variable. Some examples of polynomials are listed below. Very first example is 5x plus 1. Is it a polynomial? Answer is yes. Reason: all of the variables have integer exponents that are positive. Second example is x to the power 7 plus 2x to the power 4 minus 5. Since all of the variables have integer exponents that are positive, so again this is a polynomial. Third example is 5x to the power minus 2 plus 1. Now, is this a polynomial? No, it is not a polynomial. Why so? Because variable has a negative exponent. Similarly, in the fourth example, 3x to the power 1 by 2 plus 2. Is it a polynomial? No, it is not a polynomial because variable has a fraction exponent. Coming to the last example, 5 to the power 1 by 2 into x minus 3. Is this a polynomial? Many of the students will say no, because it has a fractional exponent. But I say yes, it is a polynomial, because restriction is upon variable, not on any numeric value. In this chapter, we are going to deal with polynomials in one variable only. Now, next in the sequence is classification of polynomials. Polynomials can be classified into two ways. First way, on the basis of terms. Second way, on the basis of degree. Now, classification of polynomials in detail. Very first is on the basis of terms. Very first classification is monomials. You know about monomials? It is an algebraic expression containing only one term. Monomials are also called as simple expressions. Examples are 2x, a, b, a multiplied by b, all are monomials. Next classification is binomials. An algebraic expression that contains two terms is called a binomial. For example, 2x plus 3y. 2x and 3y are two terms, forms a binomial. And third is trinomials. An algebraic expression that has three terms is called a trinomial. Let us say 3x plus 4y plus 5z forms a trinomial. Next is classification on the basis of degree. What do you mean by degree of a polynomial? The degree of a polynomial is the highest power of a variable in the given expression. There is a relation between degree and solution of given polynomial. For example, if degree of any polynomial is 2, then it will have two number of solutions. That we will discuss this topic later in detail. Very first classification is constant polynomial. General form of constant polynomial is a x to the power 0. In a x to the power 0, the variable's highest power is 0. That's why degree of constant polynomial is 0. Solution, it has no solution. Graph of constant polynomial is always a straight line parallel to either x-axis or y-axis. Graph of constant polynomial is shown in the figure. Next polynomial is linear polynomial. General form of linear polynomial is ax plus b, where a and b are real numbers and a is not equals to 0. In ax plus b, x is the variable whose highest power is 1. So, degree of linear polynomial is 1. One point to note about a is not equals to 0. What will happen if a is equals to 0? If a is equals to 0, then linear polynomial gets converted into constant polynomial. Substitute a equals to 0 in the general form, we get only b, which represent constant polynomial. So, it is a necessary condition that in ax plus b, a should not be equals to 0. It has one solution only. Graph of linear polynomial is always a straight line. It is shown in the figure. Next type of polynomial is quadratic polynomial. General form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. In this expression, x is the variable whose highest power is 2. So, degree of quadratic polynomial is 2. But in general form, ax square plus bx plus c, a should not be equals to 0. Again, same question, what will happen if a is equals to 0? Then quadratic polynomial gets converted into linear polynomial. Put a equals to 0 in the general form of quadratic polynomial, you will get bx plus c, which represents linear polynomial. Solutions, it has two solutions. Graph of quadratic polynomial is always a parabola. Example is shown in the figure. Next is cubic polynomial. General form of cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a, b, c and d are real numbers and a should not be equals to 0. Again, if a is equals to 0, then cubic polynomial gets converted into quadratic polynomial, because substituting value of a is equals to 0 in the general form of cubic polynomial, we get bx square plus cx plus d represents quadratic polynomial. Degree of cubic polynomial is 3. It has 3 solutions. Graph of cubic polynomial is shown. Next classification is biquadratic polynomial. Biquadratic polynomial is also known as quartic polynomial. General form of biquadratic polynomial is ax to the power 4 plus bx to the power 3 plus cx square plus dx plus e, where a, b, c, d and e are real numbers and a should not be equals to 0. If a is equals to 0, then biquadratic polynomial gets converted into cubic polynomial. Biquadratic polynomial has 4 solutions. Example of biquadratic graph is shown. Similarly, moving in the same way, we can derive general form of polynomial. General form of polynomial function: px equals to a to the base n x to the power n plus a to the base n minus 1 x to the power n minus 1 plus goes up to a to the base 0, where a to the base n, a to the base n minus 1 all are real numbers and n is an integer. Here the highest power of variable is n. So degree of general polynomial is n. It has n solutions. Next is zero polynomial. Students, even after repeating so many times in the classroom, some students may get confused in zero polynomial and zero of a polynomial. Please note it down, zero polynomial is not a zero of a polynomial. I repeat, zero polynomial is not a zero of a polynomial, but it means that a polynomial in which values of all coefficients are always 0. Degree of zero polynomial is not defined, because we can write zero polynomial with any degree. Example: first example is of quadratic polynomial, because highest power of variable is 2, but a, b, c all are 0. So this is an example of zero polynomial. Next example is of cubic polynomial, but again we can see that value of a, b, c and d are 0. Again it forms a zero polynomial. That's why degree of a zero polynomial is not defined, because we can write zero polynomial with any degree. Next is value of a polynomial. In a given polynomial, if we substitute x by any number, then whatever answer we get is called its value. We can see in the example that we have one polynomial 2x square plus 3x minus 1 and value of x is equals to 2. So we will substitute x equals to 2 in given polynomial and we are getting answer as 13. This answer 13 is called value of polynomial at x equals to 2. Next in the row is zero of a polynomial. The zero of a polynomial is a special case of value of a polynomial, because if we substitute x by any number in the given polynomial and if we get value as 0, then that particular value of x becomes 0 of a polynomial. Let us suppose we have one polynomial in the given example x square plus 5x plus 6 and x is equals to minus 2. So when we replace x is equals to minus 2, we get p of minus 2 is equals to 0. That is, value of polynomial is 0 at x equals to minus 2. It means that minus 2 is the 0 of the polynomial.